Okay, that started. So, good evening and welcome. So today we'll be continuing with the design wireframe for the rest of the screens that we've not done yet. So basically, that day we just built only that is our last class. We just built only the home page, but at least we did something reasonable. We did the wireframe of the home page both for the web version and the mobile version. Then I also asked that we ourselves we should go back and try to um, try to see if we can build up our own wireframe and
Hello?
see what we can do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Did you?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I cannot see your screen.
Oh, okay. I have not started sharing my
Yes.
screen. Okay. I heard you, but
Okay.
I've actually not started. I was still like talking about recap of what we did last class. So I just wanted to ask if you were able to do like were you able to try out something on your own, like were you able to try out any wireframe of any of those screens. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me? Did you hear what I said?
Yes, yes.
So I don't know, were you able to
I
like run
sent,
anything? Oh, you sent to me.
I did, no, I did not send. It's on my Figma. I can show you. I did for this screen, for this property detail screen.
Oh, okay. Is it
Hello?
I can hear you. How?
Hello?
I can hear you. I'm asking how will you be able to show us now, because it looks like you joined with your phone, unless you want to share the screen of your
Okay.
phone.
I can just on my camera and show you. I'm in my laptop now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, now that's fine. You can do that. So let's just see what you're able to do. Nello, welcome. Good evening, bro. Do you know how to
Good evening, boss.
turn on the camera?
How's everything?
Fine, no, fine, bro. Pinky, do you know how to turn on the camera? That is your on Discord. Turn on your video. Okay, I think it's loading up. Okay, sorry for the delay. When it's coming up, so I'll just show us what we've designed so far. Network should not start to do. I beg. Okay, so it's coming up. Okay, so I'm also going to share this with everyone so that we can also view it at our own convenient time while it's still loading up. Okay, so this is just a wireframe. We've not gone into prototyping, so there are no colors or interaction. And this wireframe was just the wireframe for the home page for both desktop version and mobile version. So let me just zoom this up a bit so that we can see what we did here. So I'm pretty sure for those of us that followed up with our wireframe class, will understand what wireframes are or what the idea behind wireframe is. So this is just wireframe for our home screen or our home page, where you will see like a bit more information, filter, available properties, where it will list out the properties that we have so far, picture, name, text and all, then where you can reach out, and just the footer basically. Then that is for the desktop version. We now also have the mobile version too here. Which is practically almost the same thing with the header. This is supposed to be the filter section, the list of available products, then the reach out to us part and the footer area. So while we've done the home page, before I wanted us to see the page Pinky had designed before I go on with the next page, but till she sends the link we are just going to continue or go on with what we are supposed to do today. So let me go back to the list of screens that we brought out so that we'll know what next we'll be designing. So we have the home screen, the about screen, register, login. So basically we don't need I'm not going to do the about screen now because it's not really that much important, so we're just going to skip that till later. So let's just try and do the register and login for today. If we're able to do both of them, then that'll be awesome. I hope time allows us to. Okay, so let's hop over to our Figma. Can you guys hear me before I go on?
Yeah,
Can you hear? Okay, no problem. I heard you. So we're just going to start by creating our new frame here. We're creating the desktop version first, so we'll come over to desktop and click desktop here. So we have our desktop. So we have our desktop version, and I'm going to name this register. Let me make it sign up screen. So this is something that is not even supposed to take us so much time. From what I sketched out to be our sign up screen is basically supposed to be straightforward. So in order not to waste time, I'm just going to copy this section of our application all together. Ctrl C, then come over to this frame and Ctrl paste So we have this here now, and next thing now is to put our I want to put up our frame that will handle the sign up. So I'm just going to select a square here, try and make it to be centered. Then make this 10. Okay, so I think this is at the center. So let's put our text here. Okay, so I deleted that because I just wanted to copy this component that we have here already. So it's better to it makes your design faster when you can just reuse components. So I'm just going to bring this up here. Sign up. I'm going to copy this also and paste. So I need to edit this and just write sign up for to make it not to take so much space. So let me zoom in a bit. Yep, so we have this. Next now is to design our what do they call it, our forms, so our form fields per se. So I'm going to change this to white so that it does not blend with the background here. So I'm going to make this white. Edit the border to 10. Okay, so there are actually different ways you can style our form, either by putting our text here or inside here, but me, I feel, it all depends on individual. I feel writing out placeholders inside here make things finer. So I'm just going to copy this a text field and add here. Make sure it's center aligned. Let me just name this email, but then align it to the left. For placeholders, trying to give space a little. Just to shift this thing also to give it space. So for placeholders, it's not meant to be so thick like this, so I'm just going to reduce, change the text here for it to be a bit faint, because since it's just a placeholder, it's not supposed to show that much. Okay, so I'll cancel this. Okay, that looks okay. So let me just take it up small so that it stays at the center. Is it going down or up safe? Okay, I think this is fine. So we have enter email. Let me select both the text and the box, then group them. So group selection, and now we have all of this as grouped. So now I can now just select, copy, paste. So we have now to check what and what would actually need for someone to register here. So let's say email, username, password, then confirm password. Then most times when you are registering, you usually see like a small text. So I'm just going to put this, already have an account. Log in here. So you guys should bear with me, please. I don't know why my system is somehow hanging this evening, so we'll just have to manage it like that. Anyways, so we have this, and most times for somebody to know that this login here is a link, we'll just have to like give it a different color and underline it. So I used Ctrl U for underline. So I use Ctrl U for underline. Next, I'm not going to like okay, there's no need for colors here since we are still in the prototyping stage. So next is to create the sign up button. Okay, let me edit the placeholders for this. Enter email, enter username, enter password, confirm password. Okay, So now we are going to do the button. So me, I decided, or I chose to put the button outside of this box, but you can also decide to put it inside this box. So it all depends on your own aesthetics, how you choose to design your user interface. So I'll make that like that and give it its text. So I'll make this submit. Align it to the middle, and I think next thing is to group them. So if you noticed, I selected those two components, the text and the rectangle, from here instead of here. So you can either do it here or here. So I'm going to right click on this now and group the selection. So now we have all of this as our button. So it does not seem like it's in the middle, so I'm just going to try and shift it a bit. Yeah, so I think this is enough, even though it looks somehow too big. Let me see if I can select everything and reduce it. Okay, I think this looks better. So now we have our desktop version of this sign up page. We're also going to create a mobile version, but before I create a mobile version, I'm just going to copy all of this and duplicate it for our login page, because basically it's the same thing. Okay, sorry about that. I hope I've not lost where we're designing. Okay, so I'm just going to select this frame, copy it, come over here and paste. Okay, so I'm just going to rename this login screen, then also rename this login, then edit this to log into your account. So for login name, we just need email and password. So I'm going to delete these two, username and confirm password. So I'm going to delete confirm password using delete key. I'm going to also delete this. So I'm just going to select this here and drag it up. Yep. Then this now, instead of have an account login, this now will be forgot password. Forgot password, reset. So we also need to put all these things in consideration when we are building stuff, our user interface. Sorry. So we now have our forgot password reset, in the sense that when someone clicks reset, it takes them to a reset password page. So just going to reduce this and select this, take it up. So now we have the basic wireframe for our home page, our sign up, our login, and you can just, I'm just going to create the mobile version for it also. So I'm just going to copy this. Let me edit this first to mobile home screen. Let me copy this and paste. Okay, where did that come to now? How many frames do I have now? How many sign up screens do I even have? Sorry for the, trying to see if this thing I copied actually pasted anywhere. Oh, so I copied the wrong thing. So I'm just going to delete that, come back to our mobile screen here, copy it and paste. Okay, that's better. So this is supposed to be mobile sign up. So I'm just going to select all of this inside it and delete. And yeah, instead of trying to design all of these things again, I'm just going to copy everything. Just going to copy everything here. Copy, come over here, paste. Yeah, it's going to look too big, so I'm just going to reduce it to fit the screen. I know it's looking weird, but we're also going to work on that in a minute. Put this here and also expand this to span here too. Bring it down a bit. So first of all, we'll start by reducing the font size of this. So I'm going to make this 20. What did I just do here? I'm trying to reduce font size. Make this 20. Make this 15. Also make this 15, 15, 15, 15, So if you notice, this here is passing this border thing. So when I'm making your designs, no matter the screen, try and also make sure that all of them are aligning with borders. If you noticed, this place I try to make sure that it aligns with it. So designing, you should also make sure that everything like aligns with corresponding borders for every all your components together. So instead of allowing this to just span throughout, I'm going to just reduce this, make this come here, make this come here also, then just stretch this out a bit, then I can bring it up. So I think we have something here. So while this is all looking very basic, I think by the time we start actually adding flesh and color to the designs, then I think I should leave it back at the 15 it was. Okay, so we have our mobile sign up, and I'm also just going to copy this and paste. Make this mobile sign in. Change this to okay. So I use login in the other one, but actually it does not really matter. Anyone you want to use, you can use. So we are going to delete. So I'm going to delete username and confirm password. So confirm password, delete username, delete. So I'm using the delete key to delete them. So I'm just going to move this up. Forgot password. Set. Make this like this. Then reduce this. We don't need all of this space anymore. Then move up our button. Okay, so we have this so far. Sorry. So I'm trying to select the two frames and bring them closer. So sorry. Okay. So yeah, I think basically that is what we are able to achieve for today. What we planned on achieving for today, I think we're able to do that. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Wireframing our login and sign up page is basically one of the easiest things to do. In fact, everything about wireframing gets easy once you have done your sketch itself, because from there you already have an idea of the basic structure of what you want to design. The main work comes into when we start our prototyping, when we start adding designs and more flesh and color combinations to add wireframe designs. So I think this is going to be all for today. So far we've been able to build 3 screens. There is 2 more wireframe screens, and we'll be needing how many more? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be needing 5. We'll be building 5 more screens. So hopefully by the end of this week, we should be able to build up those screens also. I don't know if anyone can see my screen, because it seems like Pinky has sent the design she did.
I see your screen.
Okay, so let me open up. I was just on the channel now. I don't know why it went off. Okay, well, I actually wanted a link, but we can still work with this. If you notice how I did my own, I just, from the design itself, just go up, just come up here, copy this link and paste. Well, you can still do that later, but now we can still work with this. I don't know how clear it is for us, but I'll say you tried. Please, this is work in progress. This is something, but I would have loved to see the full main design, like with the link itself. Okay, yeah, this, it makes sense. So I don't know if you can please send me the link later so that I can look at it well. Okay, so I guess this is where you ran it, ran the design. Looks kind of clearer here. Oh, so this looks like the property listing page, not the details page. So it probably kind of just listed the properties here. So okay, that's okay. Does anybody have any questions? Any contribution or suggestion so far from what we've said so far? Anyone? Okay, I guess that means no question. So again, there are still screens left to be designed. You get, so please and please, I want us all to like jump on this thing also. Let it not just be me building this stuff. You get, so this is actually the practical part. Let us try and do stuff with our hands. If we can, we should try and do something with our hands so that we can all come here and criticize, discuss around it, and do a final design. So it would be best if we are all working. It would be best if we are all working on the same project file. So I'm going to share with us the link. I'm going to share with us the link to this design project, so that we'll be able to add our own stuff to this if we want to. So so give me a minute so that I can make this thing, make it available for everyone on the group. So you can make your contributions, add screens. It does not matter, it does not have to look fine. You can do anything on there. So let that be our playground. You can do anything there, so that anytime we come to the class or come up here, we'll know, we'll be like, okay, this is what I did, and I can just open it up and all of us will see it. So if you click that link now, we can all be logged in at the same time. Yes, we can all see things as it's happening at the same time. So that's that's the beauty of Figma. So I would suggest to advise us to click on the link. If you've not created an account, create your account. If you decide on working on any screen or adding any screen or making contributions to the application, then you should. I want to encourage us to contribute to this project also. So if there are no any other questions, I think that is all for today. Or does any of us have any question? Can you guys even hear me? Did you guys hear everything I just said?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, no problem. Well, I guess that is all then. I guess that is all for today then. So thank you guys for coming. You can check out the channel here for all the screens we need to build. Then you can try out your hand on any of them and try to build them by yourself. So next class we know that everybody is doing stuff on their own. So I guess there are no questions, which means there are no challenges, no contributions. So thank you guys for being present. Thank you all for coming. The video will be available by tomorrow on the YouTube channel. So have a good night. Yo, take care.